We have scarcity of young people in the church. Boys, scarcity of them. Who takes over as clergymen of tomorrow? We have two ways to direct our people to. Either to the way of light or to the way of darkness. A straight road or a road that is crooked. It is very clear for us that quite a number of our young people have decided to take a crooked road. We may celebrate the Anglican Church today. Oh, we are great and buoyant. Look around and say, wow, great things happening. But I tell you something that I have my fears. When we are gone, what will happen to the church? Except we decide to say, how do we fight this departure from the faith? Gradually, in another 40, 50 years, we may begin to experience what the Western world is experiencing today. Count them one by one, they are all around us. Our youths are departing from the faith. When you talk about the evil of homosexuality, they are very close to us. A number of our young people are greatly involved in it, and they are here with us. We have been consumed by the get-rich syndrome of our young people. We not only have a generation of young people who have decided and say, look, one, school is come. Two, church is come. It is worrisome when people who will take over from us, as we begin to go down, we say to your face that school is come, church is come. I wish we were talking about people departing from the Anglican Church and going to redeem and going to live in faith. It would have been better. But we're talking about people leaving the church and going to idolatry. We have centers all over this place and in this land. We had a case 2 years ago when young people started dying in some of our communities. Community called it Mesa, Uterumo, Utopo, down to Owaliro. Particularly in Utopo, in one day, 4 boys will die. Young people between the ages of 20 and about 35 will die in one day. It was as if it was a plague. They begin to vomit blood, they collapse, and then they die. Sometimes they bury 4 young people who were fear in the land. One of the communities, for example, in Dumesa, young people gathered, not their fathers gathered, and said that the shrine in the roundabout of the community is weeping that they paste church posters on the shrine. That is why it's killing young people, because churches were pasting their posters on the land. That was the same community that about 12, 14 years ago brought out all the pastors, including the Anglican catechists, and all the pastors brought them to the center of the community and trashed them with koboko. Young people, it's not their father doing it. As a church, we gathered with our white cassock, with the staff, and we marched through Owaliro on foot, all of us, our ministers, down to Dumesa, and continued our walk and returned back in a prayer watch and march. That was the end of the death. After that day, no more death was recorded in the land. And so the question, who is on the Lord's side? Whether the devil like it or not, the church will continue to grow.